Pakistan say they remain engaged in efforts to resolve the Middle East crisis. At 2:45 AM Eastern Time, we get French PPI, year-on-year prior to 2.6%, month-on-month prior minus 0.6%. And Pakistan say that the army chief's Tehran visit was for mediation efforts.
Good morning. Boy, oh boy, do I feel tired today. What live stream? God, so that's Monday, Friday, Thursday, I think.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription.
Yeah, it is
big,
perfect.
Huge,
Yeah,
brilliant deal.
it is perfect.
Come on, people.
At 2:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we get French PPI. Year-on-year prior 2.6%, month-on-month prior minus 0.6%.
Ugh. This Asia is really bad for pound, for euro. Very chippy on the choppy. See if I can try and figure it out. Why does it keep doing the dip? Is it because of the mouse? I can't tell. A bit tricky, bro. Can't really tell where price wants to go in EU. I feel like it wants to go up, but we are seeing a bit of a push from the dollar. Are we gonna see a bounce into this level again, the 99.5 to say 100ish, and then a rejection, possibly break, retest, and next leg down would make sense. Things are definitely not looking good for the dollar economically. So it could be the case where we could get that bit of a bounce, I suppose. Could be. Not totally sure, but possible. Oh wow, that's 50, 60 odd pips here. That can go to Friday. Friday can go over to Monday.
1 minute remaining. I'll lead with PPI year on year.
70. There too. $50 pip move. I don't see that happening today. 50 pip move, in all honesty, that's a comfortable move. Or price going up to do 20 pips, yeah, sure. And then obviously coming down to take that low, definitely. Now on GU, it looks a bit more cleaner, that is trending to the downside. just looks a
3
little
spot
bit
4%, 3 spot 4%, month to month, 1 spot 1%, 1 spot 1%.
clear on that. That's basically equal highs to me. A bunch of them. And then I would say price come took that level, didn't move down. Then price come took this level. But then it come took this level. It's too choppy, man. What the hell? This might be another shit stream. I just got a feeling this might be another really bad stream. Oh, Jackson holds symposiums today. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, this might be a volatile few days if you got the symposium going on. There's gonna be a lot of conversation and talks, and I think that obviously the Feds are gonna be there as well, making statements and stuff. Okay. Might be a bit of a tricky one, I'll be honest. But just kind of waiting to see where things go, I suppose. Nothing else I can. Feel like price is gonna go down on this. USD CAD's showing intentions of going higher, but I don't like the way the price action looks on it, in all honesty. It looks weird. That can just go to like Tuesday or something. Get it out the way. And get rid of that too. For now. Still to break the high. Honestly, today it looks really bad. I don't like the way it looks, so I think I'm going to be more reactive than anything. So yeah, bit of a trickier one. Probably better to do this. Probably better to do this as well. This is just covering me. That one already tagged in. Yeah, honestly, I'm not looking at yen. I'm really not looking at yen these days. Although it used to be, it's one of my most favorite pairs. I'm not really looking at it these days. $400 pips, that could comfortably happen. So obviously this zone did end up holding. It's so good when I wake up and then the zone literally held. It's so funny. Just proves that market is predictable. It does look like price wants to come down. This went all the way up. Okay. Got a difference here. This come down, took Asia low, and then had a comfortable move up, but then it's consolidating back down. This one could plug into here and then go higher, but then we got midline right here as well, which is an interesting level, really interesting level, the Asia midline. We could get rejection from there, to be honest, to get a mini bounce into the midline and then short down. What does that mean for me? More reactive, I suppose, innit, as always. So, you know. So I'm thinking if you take the high, just before London, then maybe it's gonna just help us to understand it's gonna push down or not. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe, hopefully. EUGU, I'm just not really sure on what's going on with you. Are still coming down. If you wanted to go short, let's see.
Pakistan says there is a desire to expand trade with Iran.
Probably do something like that, so around 30 odd pips. never works, does it? GBPCHF didn't take. Oh, evicted by how much? 0.2 pipit. That's interesting. Okay, let's see where this goes. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with that bad boy in a moment, that's for sure. EG, what are you saying? We chopped around here. Suppose you could say this happened. You took it and then you pushed higher. Suppose you could say that. You really pushed up. Look at that. I'd like to see rejection from here. See it fall down, potentially go short. Or if it creates a structural zone to push higher, then I'm gonna have to switch to long, because then we just had lovely volume come in from like last 6-7 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah. This zone come in, it held. This zone come in, it held. You could go long from here. And looks like it might continue higher. All taking these lows. First leg, second leg clean. Silver's doing nothing. You also. Lackluster.
Дякую усім, хто допомагає кожному, хто допомагає нам обмежувати російські. Я дякую усім, хто допомагає кожному, наблизити мир. Я дякую усім, хто допомагає кожному, хто допомагає нам обмежувати російські. Я дякую усім. Коли нас не розумів, тепер уже і не встигне. Ви хотіли забрати всю нашу Україну, всю нашу землю, натомість ви втратили свої НПЗ, флот, свої прибутки і ціле своє покоління, яке пустило.
Ayya.
喜欢狗狗。我喜欢狗狗。
Yeah.
Да. Вы не удивляйтесь, что мы в таких костюмах, мы просто на входе.
That's a madness, bro. What is Zelensky doing? Absolute nut job. I don't get this market. I really don't. What's gold doing? Yeah, obviously I can't short it there, innit? Too risky. Long it from there is too risky. Because then you could easily say it's took that level out there, which it looks like it has. That's not going to work, is it? Turn the volume of TradingView up a little bit. It's a bit quiet. CAD's going up. Took that zone there. Broke structure. London Open. Took that zone. Flew up. Actually, yeah. I mean, wasn't really. Oops. But yeah, that's kind of valid actually. London Open comes on the minute, takes those lows, flies up, breaks structure, comes back, tags. But this, I don't like this dirty consolidation we're getting, man. It's happening too often, way too often. I hear like thunder. I hear a lot of thunder. Quiet ones, bro. Yeah, it started to rain, man, and I'm hearing thunder. Apparently, we're gonna get thunderstorms over here, bro. Also, why is it so dark at 8:30 in the morning, man? Look at that. Like, my stream looks proper dark. This is all the monitor brightness right now. I'm gonna turn them down actually because it's too bright. Normally my monitors don't be this bright because at 8:30 we get a lot of sunlight, but we got proper clouds and everything. What are you saying anyway, Alan? Oh, I'm gonna have to shut the window. It's chucking it down. Close the window a bit. What are you saying anyway, bro? The markets have been a bit shit, man. Okay, so first leg, second legged. Book that level out there. Volume comes straight in. Yo, thunder, thunder, thunder. Alan Thunder, yo. Oh shit. Oh my. Is it gonna rain all day? What's the weather like in Mani? Second leg come down, taken Frankfurt low. Yeah, honestly, Alan, if you look at Asia session for EUGU, it's been really bad, bro. Like, really bad. Like, quite choppy and rangy and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Difficult, mate. USD card flew up. Lol, typical. Should have put it at 0.5, yeah. It actually tags through that level. Nothing I can do here so far. I got a feeling this could be another dead stream. Yo, the thunder. What's up, fellow suckers and winners? Yes, Francis. Francois.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont. Brother. William, knife man.
How you doing, boys? Francis, I've been wondering, where have you been? The markets have been, it reminds me of the gift that you sent. Or the picture you sent. They've been, fuck. Like, exceptionally fuck. Oh wow, it's really raining. Oh shit. I don't know. They probably did, but I don't think that XP even meant anything anyway, right? Yeah, legit. Like, bro, I've seen a few people saying the markets are a bit shite. I'm still doing good though, because I'm not trading. I like to see the number go up. Yeah. Maybe they've reduced it then. Top fans. What? 15 and 5? Holy moly. Yeah, normally you'd be like 15, 30, 50, 100 and stuff. Yeah, they've definitely reduced. Hey, Sahad is here. He's alive. He's alive. Bro, Mustaqim's been messaging the hell out of me, bro. Like, where is Sahad? Have you heard from him? I was like, bro, I don't know, man. I messaged him in it. And he's like, where is he, bro? Where is he?
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
That's only really used for you, bro. We don't use that for anyone else. I appreciate my welcome music. Obviously, bro. That's reserved for you and Netanyahu only. Oh, mate. Yeah, have you been looking at the markets, Sahad, Francis? It's been really bad. Like, it's been quite bad. Bro, telling me, man. I can see the thunder. I've just sat here at work, yeah, and then I was like, oh shit. We're literally getting a thunderstorm for the first time right now, and it's a bit mad. Yo. Yo. Oh shit, I heard that crackle then, mate. Oh god. Oh god, I heard like a proper... Probably a bad impersonation of what thunder sounds like. It's got like a mad crackle on it, you know? Proper mad crackle. Same old bro on my side. Yeah, but have you been looking at the markets though, yeah? And send Mustaqim a message. Yeah, I think he misses you, bro. Like a lot. Looks like it'll be getting looks like it'll be mid-September at this rate. I would say awesome. I would say, Francis, probably end of September, but in the start of September I'm gonna change to my new account because it's been 1 year track record since August. So at the end of this August I've already made a new account. It's a 10k account. I'll show you boys right here. So there's a 104k account, and I think it's this one. Oh shit. Is that 10k? Is that right? I don't know if that's right or not. Let me have a look on yeah. Should be 372. Yeah, 372. So this is the 10k account, and this is the account that I'm going to be then using for you can see right here, this is the account that no I've already got a personal account. This is just another demo, but this is the one I'm going to be using sell stops and buy stops. I'm going to take A and B plus setups, so I should be catching trades every single day, minimum 1 to 2 trades a day, absolute minimum. So this is going to be the track record from September 2026 to September 2027. So we're going to see how this performs, because this one has done 4% in the last year, which is not bad considering obviously most people lost money, blue accounts, whatever. I've managed to still come out 4% on top, although it was 9.8% with 0.25% risk. So it is unfortunate. If I did 0.5% risk, I would have been up nearly 20,000. So I would have been up 20%. And then with the losses and stuff like that, so if we went from 9 to 4, we would have gone from 20 to about 8 in it. So yeah, this is on 0.25% risk. So anyway, yeah, I think it's worth mentioning that. So I think in September it's going to be a lot more difficult psychologically, but I think I'll be perfectly fine for that.
Yes. Yeah.
I've already got a personal account though, Francis. I've already got 2k in there. And then in 1-2 weeks, I'm going to stick another 300-400 in. I want to get that personal account to 5k as soon as possible, because I can actually start making a fair living off of that on a 5k account. If I catch 10 or bro on a 2-3% risk, that's still going to be a fair few £100 a day. And bro, like if I can make, you know, that sort of money, I'm happy with that. Because then that is going to grow the account, isn't it? It's going to have the exponential growth and the compound aspect. September, October, November are usually the last months to get paid, because now you have to wait out December and the first. Yeah, exactly. But remember, in 2025, I got most of my payouts from August, September, October, November. That's where I've got funded, and I got 4 or 5 payouts, if you remember. It was those 3 months where price action was actually clean and it worked. Because the summer was shit. Tariffs were shit because you had tariffs before summer. Summer was volatile, but we'd getting a lot of chop and then range band flying off. So then in September, October, November, I think that's where we had some level of price action having clarity. And I think 1 or 2 weeks in December, like the first 1 or 2 weeks. After that, it was really shit. And then 2026 was really bad. So for me, most of my progress come out from the last 3 months of the year, which is why I'm remaining patient still, because this track record might be the same. September, October, November might be fantastic, and then it might be shit for the rest of the year. But let's not forget, yo, that thunder was massive. I just caught my eye from the light, bro. Like it fully lit up the sky. Oh my god. Bro, did you see the one just now? The whole sky lit up. Oh my god. At least your back garden's getting a proper watering now. You don't have to worry about watering the garden for a while. So I'm sending a voice note to my friend. So are you going to flat risk or compound risk based on account balance? I'm thinking, wait, are you on about the personal account? Well, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the personal account or this new approach I'm having in September? I need to be careful though, because if I did like first leg, second leg, and I tagged on here on the breakout, it would have been a quick loss. Yes, on the personal one. Well, it's going to be linked to this account anyway, isn't it? It's going to be linked to the account I have here. What's going on here? So we had price come take that there, flat equal lows come up, and then just kind of melted all the way through. Tagged in here, gave reaction, falling now. honestly, I don't like these markets, but I'm hoping in September it's going to get a little bit better. A little. So I'm gonna, the risk is what it's at the moment, which is around about 2% risk. I wanted to risk 3 or 4%, but with my small stop loss limit, our margin is exceptionally high, and IC Markets does have a margin rule. You can't have more than 80% exposed, because they said that if you get any slippage or spread, then you would be in debt on the account, basically, innit? Or, you know, whatever. So I had to reduce my my risk limit to where they are comfortable with, which is, they said they're happy with 50-60%. They're completely fine with that. They said they don't like 80% because you could get slipped and then lose a lot of balance on the account. So 2% is around 50-60% with my tightest SL of 2 pips. So yeah, but I wanted to risk 3%. I wanted to risk 3. And the plan is, when I'm I think I'm just gonna stick with 2%. I'm gonna stick with 2% till I get to that 5-6k growth balance, and then I'm gonna see if I'll have enough margin then to push for 3%. I don't know, I'll have to see. Because to be honest, bro, 2-3% risk under 10 hours, 20% growth in the account. You know what I mean? On a 10-hour trade, if I catch a yen cross where it's a 15-20 hour trade, a 2% could turn into a 40% growth. But obviously that's not true because you got partials included as well. A 2% risk could turn into like 30% growth. So yeah, but this is GBP, this is euro. Very choppy, bro. Very choppy. Like, we haven't moved anywhere, so I'm not really looking. I need clean direction, bro. I'm not seeing anything on this at the moment. It's just chop and range. Pound has been trending lower, slowly, but I don't like the way it looks. And then obviously we had price fly up here and then streak back down again, and that's right back in the middle again. So price is behaving really shitty at the moment. Really shitty.
You sound like my Hey, that. How does it actually, how old?
The only reason I said this is because we've been trying to water the garden for ages. Yeah, now we're getting a proper downpour, so let's take advantage of that. So yeah, what's the plan for you then, Francis? What are you thinking? Getting an account in September, yeah? I need to fine tune like my strategy, but I think I'm gonna do that for the first 1 month. I reckon I'm gonna go in with 0.1% risk on the master account here, just to kind of fine tune any issues. I'm gonna drop the risk on my personal account to like 0.5%, just so I can kind of figure out any sort of issues I might come across and fine tune them and tweak them out. And then once that's done, I'll go back up to 0.25% risk on the master, and then obviously 2% risk on the personal account, and then we'll see how things go from there. But I think we're gonna get a lot of like 1-2 hour trades, like 1 to 2 and stuff like that, which is gonna be annoying, but I suppose it is what it is. I can't keep sitting and waiting for high risk reward when it's not really giving me the market conditions for that. So it's just having to adapt. Fair play. just make sure you go with reduced risk in it. And then just give yourself that chance to be in a live market with the proper account for like a couple of weeks, I'd say a month. And then once you're confident with everything, then you can go back up to like usual risk. That's kind of what I'm doing anyway. I'm not going straight in with the high risk. I'm just going to go in there for a month or so with the reduced risk. Just make sure it's all going to plan. And then, yeah. Because remember, this is the first time we're going to have September having these markets that we've just had, so it might not behave the way we expect it to, which is why I'm thinking of just kind of being conservative on my initial approach. And then after that, I'll go back to normal, innit? Yeah, AI can work, I suppose. If you send all the pictures, then yeah, but I don't know how you're going to send 200 pictures. 200 data points. Yeah. Actually, maybe you could send the file in it from a MetaTrader or the file, the HTML file or something. Maybe you could send that to ChatGPT, analyze it. Possibly, I don't know. Why not just not trade on the days you're more likely to lose and just trade on the days you're more likely to win? Because that way, if you got a less win rate on a certain day, you'd rather just not trade it and take that loss and then just focus those profits or that drawdown or that risk you have on the account for those other days instead. Because remember, you don't have to trade every day. You don't have to. Oh really? When's your what's your trade frequency like? And you can just do a 0.01 lot trade, bro. Check the news, make sure there's no news on, do a 0.01 lot trade, leave it open for 10-15 minutes, and then just close it out. And then just set like a 5 pip SL. Done. The EU and GU are basically in the toilet. Why am I not surprised? I am thinking about streaming New York as well. Maybe, I'm not so sure. $10 trades a month. Last week of every month until Tuesday. On Thursday has been more positive outcome, BE and wins mostly. The rest of the month has a lot more BE and 2 or 4 losses. Interesting. Yeah. That's because you have more volatility in that last week, possibly, innit? Because you've got NFP coming up and the week coming to an end. That makes sense. I've noticed generally Wednesdays, Thursdays have more volume. Bro, the house is gonna be mashed, bro, because the bottom of the door is completely open. Like, there's nothing protecting it because it's been kicked in by our neighbors, remember? So that house is gonna get completely flooded. I keep telling my dad to fix it, bro, but he's just gonna literally turn the house into a dump. I don't get what's wrong with the guy's head, honestly. Yeah, look at that chart on M5, man. It's kind of shit. So in 1 hour, we've done 4 pips, bro. Okay, you know what? Let's go all the way to here. So we've done a 6 pip range, Francis, in 5 hours and 20 minutes. And then on pound, we're in that same sort of 11 pip range for 8 hours. Still holding my GBP sell. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea to sell it because you should get a bounce back up on DXY. Like 99.5 to 99.9-ish. But bro, these markets are horrendous, man. Let's go and use the card. Have a look here. So bullish. Made equal lows, flew higher. I would not be shorting after that. That is not where I'd want to go long. That is not where I'd want to go long. That's telling me first leg, second leg, or go short. Just from reading the volume. Let's, for example, see this, yeah? .8, 1.8, and then 0.3. Yeah, I don't like this, man. I really don't like this price action, Francis. It's so bad. I just want to get my personal account to 5k ASAP, man. So I'm hoping that when we do come around to the later side of the year, if I do catch a few more TPs and stuff and pass a couple more accounts, it'll be really ideal because I'll be set up much better for 2027, hopefully. I would like to get at least funded on another 200k. Then I'd be funded about 300. And that would be ideal because then the payout should grow quite a lot. Because I had, what, 5k I think from 150k. If I turn that into 300k, it'd be nearly 10k in payouts. and that would be perfect for my personal account. Obviously, I put about 2.5 into the computer and the monitor setup and stuff like that. London nowadays has been so shit. You used to have to wait for London Open or even before, and then volatility carries you on the current, intermediate or long-term trend. Yeah, exactly. No, this is it. You'd get Asia making a high or low. You get Frankfurt like mostly trapping you, like either taking the high or the low, and then London will double pull back and take that level again before the actual move, and you'll get a trend. You know, in London Open from 8 o'clock, yeah, till about 9:30, 10 o'clock, you'd get direction. Maybe get 20 pip move up, a 10 pip retracement, a 15 pip move up, a 10 pip retracement, a 20 pip move up. You would see like that 20 pip move there, that 10 pip correction, that 15 pip move there, that 20 pip correction, that 10 pip move there. Like, you would see a bit of direction coming in. But now it's just not even like that. It's just more like this from London Open, just chop, and then randomly at 10 o'clock he'll just do that. He'll just randomly do that at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock with no context. It don't make sense. Or he'll do this, like he'll fly up at London Open and then just come straight back down and then just sit in the middle of that range, and then he'll fly up or fly down. Like, it's so erratic. This was much better, bro, like getting clean movements and stuff. This is just bullshit, and this proper bullshit. It's annoying because my strategy works on averages as well.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase.
How many pips away is that? 10, 11, yeah.
Let's make a big,
Beautiful dear people, come on. I haven't been looking at yen recently. I don't really want to trade yen for a while because of all the intervention bollocks and stuff like that. I don't want to get slapped by the market for a fucking 4th time. And then what about gold? So what's going on with this? What's your opinion anyway, now that you've been trading pound USD for a while? What do you reckon? So took that zone there, pull back, took that there, pull back, took that there. Definitely better than gold. Gold was really good until Trump ruined it. At least major pairs are more resilient to his nonsense. Kind of, yeah. They're more range bound anyway, so they're not gonna be much more effective because they're already very range bound. You know, Forex is not a trending market. It's not. It's a range bound market. On the monthly time frame, you'll be stuck in this range here on the monthly time frame. Yeah. But on the 4 hour or daily, you'll be catching those mini moves up to that same range in it. And then you'll be sat within that on the 4 hour and the daily chart. So it's more like, you know how with gold, 90% of the time or 80% of the time you're going to be long. Like 70-80% of the time you're going to be long, right? Actually, no, I'd say 80% of the time in gold, you're going to be taking longs. Now with Forex, it's more 50-50. You could be long on a Monday, short on a Tuesday, long on a Wednesday, short on a Friday, Thursday, and then long on a Friday, and then long on a Monday, because most of the week are ranged. And then on a Monday and a Friday, probably pushed out that range. Because there's much more range bound, if that makes sense. That's why when you use a DCA, dollar cost averaging, you can do mean reversion trading and stuff like that really well on Forex pairs. Because it always come back to that medium, don't they, after a certain period of time. That could be more position based for sure, or like longer durational swing. But point is, you don't get that on indices, you don't get that on metals like gold. Now you could add silver into that mix. I was looking at something with Alan, yeah? I want to show you this, Francis, because this, when I seen it, I was a bit shocked. So this is gonna be the monthly time frame, yeah, Francis? Of euro. Look at this, bro.
Japan FSA says overseas listed leveraged ETFs may amplify volatility.
So since April last year, so we're talking 489 days. Oh, fucking cock. 1 second. There. So over the last 489 tradable days, we've been stuck in a 760 pip range. That's bad. That's bad. That's since Trump's come in the market, pretty much. That is pretty much since Trump come in the market. October, November, December. October, November, we had elections. December, January wicked out. February was neutral. March come in, April come in, boom. Then we sat in the range since then. So that's disgusting, bro. Whereas let's go on gold. $98.20, yeah. There. So from gold till April, we've had 2,470 pip move, a 44% move over the 490 days. So point being, metals are easier. You buy 90% of the time, 80% of the time. Whereas Forex, it's not the case. Like we were stuck in this range, which is only a 6% range on that. And then pound is probably like 7%. 6.5% range. USD CAD, very similar. That's also a 770 pip. CHF, yeah, that kind of got strong. GJ was a bit more stronger on that whole scenario. GJ did about 10.7, 10.8 pip move with about 2,300-ish pips. No, 230. No, that's not right. Yeah, 2,300. We had a really good discussion the last couple of days, Francis, on trading, like with like when as a trader do you call it quits if you don't see progress and stuff like that as a new trader and stuff. You had a really good conversation, and then we spoke about the geopolitics' importance and stuff like that on forecasting the future of the market direction. Had some really good discussions. I enjoyed that. I like when we have those types of discussions. I'm gonna look at New York, definitely. I think we might get something in New York because now it's very much dead. I'm gonna start closing everything down. I just don't see us catching anything because it's too choppy and inconsistent and stuff. But Francis, how did you get AI to work out your trades and stuff, man? Did you send them all manually one by one or what? Or did you upload the file? I wonder if I can upload a file to it. I just sent it into ChatGPT as a HTML and I think it's able to work it out. You could download your trades GC in Excel format and upload it on all your brokers AI connections. All right, permissions. Yeah, it's gone through it's gone through everything here. I went through the 50 trades and there's a very clear story to your data. Trades 50, net PML, win rate, average winner, average loser, win ratio, short ratio, 4R, profit factor 1.5, best trade 5,000, worst trade 6, total gross profit, commissions. Obviously commissions are wrong on this anyway because they shouldn't be that much. The win rate is a necessary big problem because your winners are much bigger than your losers. Here's the big issue: your 5,100 trade account looks like entirely profitable. For example, if I remove the one trade, that's a major warning sign. 0 wins. Yeah. 46% of my shorts are winners. Your opening hour breakdown. So when I trade at 7 o'clock, I'm most profitable, and when I trade at 9 o'clock, I'm most profitable, and when I trade at 4 o'clock. Instead, taking a trade at taking a trade at 9 o'clock is least profitable. That's interesting. Now that's including all of the 0.01 pip lots I've had to trade and stuff like that, and all those other trades I've had to take to check if the trade copy works and that sort of stuff. But I think that now that we've kind of figured out how everything works, it shouldn't be a problem for this year coming now. You can even use Monte Carlo simulation based on your data to tell it to show your most profitable days by days of the week, which economic geopolitical events affect your trades, etc, etc. Yeah, but I don't really need that because I trade pre and post news anyway. But obviously if you trade M15, M13, you're holding through news, that'd make complete sense to understand that, include that in your data. Completely agree on that. So yeah, look at this, man, flipping horrendous. It is good though, for sure. I was able to kind of calculate all this stuff, you know. It's cool, I suppose. Yeah, hardcore, bro. Hardcore. I'm just going over the data now, innit? For the 1 year. And it says you're doing really good. Let me see though, innit? But the data's still coming out really good. I've got it to take out all of the 0.01 lot trades I've had to do just to keep the account going for the trade copier. And I told it to take out all the 1 lot, 2 lot, 3 lot, 4 lot trades because that's not the actual trade size frequency. So yeah. All good for Suntory and Shaper Z-Score. I don't know about that. I think that's getting too much into it. As long as I know the general gist of what's going on, for me, that's enough, man. So it says out of 100, I rate you as 78 out of 100. Win rate is around 28%. Risk reward is 3.9. That's okay. Ignoring the last 5 trades. Your profit factor is 31% with the risk reward. Profit factor is 2. That's not bad. First year is not bad. It's giving me a 9 and 8 out of 10 on pretty much everything, which is perfect. And that's including the 5 mistakes as well, and even without the 5 mistakes. It's very similar. But yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. That's the first year. I've got no issues with that at all. That's not bad. I'm happy with that in all honesty, bro. First year is not negative balance in it, so I'm happy. But it's kind of... It's awkward because some accounts triggered trades that others didn't and stuff like that, because remember, technically I've made 22% in my first trading year. Because I passed phase 1 and phase 2 and I got 5% in payouts. So technically that's 20%. But the data didn't catch all of that in it, which is kind of annoying, man. But that's gonna be M1 issues. You're gonna have issues like that, I suppose, right? These things are gonna occur. AI is good for our industry because it it doesn't replace us, it enhances our routine. Yeah, it just does analyzing. Yeah, if you set the parameters, yeah, go over the data, find the average profitable trade, the average losing trade, find out the most profitable days, how much are they most profitable at, what is the percentage increase on those profitable days, working out the average stats and data and stuff like that. Is it worth considering not trading on the lower days? Is it worth considering trading only on the profitable days? It can literally work out the statistics and stuff like that and give you just raw figures and numbers. That's probably the best thing about AI, is using stuff like that. But for me, because I trade on M1, it's too erratic to realize that unless you have a data pool of 500 to 1,000 trades. Because with M1 there's so much movement going on that, remember, you can trade any day, whereas on M15, M30 you might notice a difference. Because remember, using my data, as long as I get a 10 to 12 pip move on euro, that's enough to make TP1, and you're guaranteed to get 10 to 12 pip move on euro. You're guaranteed to get 15 pip move on pound. Yeah, of course, yeah. So for M1, you would need like 500 to 1,000 to get solid data. On M15, M30, 100, 200, 300 is more than enough. Because you're not having as much lower time frame floppiness, if that makes sense. Breaking up, breaking down, breaking up, breaking down. On M15, you're not seeing that. That's just going to be the top wick of the candle and the bottom wick of the candle, not the body on M15. Whereas on M1, it's going to be a bit more different, isn't it? I wonder if that data, the rating it gave me 78 out of 100 for my first trading year, yeah? I wonder if that would reduce if I said it was on M15. Because if it was on M15, the SL would be way bigger, risk reward would be way smaller, but you might have really good win rate, but then you'd have a heavily reduced risk reward. Anyway. Right, boys, I think I'll cut the stream here then. Unless you got anything else you want to talk about. Pretty shit day, I would say. I did not like the way this looked. It's just chop, chop, chop. Took that, moved down, no entry anywhere. It's just absolutely diabolical, man. Really bad. Really, really bad. So bad. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow probably, or whenever you're next available or next here. But I'll definitely look at New York. I think New York might have something if we've had such a bad range now. All right, take it easy, boys. Have a good one. Hit like, all that cool stuff. Peace.